All right, hey guys, it's Skybird and it's morning. I am super tired, but we're gonna be making my Chibi Tahu build. I'm probably gonna use my Chibi Tahu with the gift with purchase mask for the thumbnail. I don't actually own that mask, unfortunately, that piece. So we're actually just gonna be using Tahu's original mask, which I think is all the more cute, to be honest. Also wanted to talk about we passed 700 subscribers for this 28-day period so far, 708. So we are just I think 33 away from our goal, 33 away from our goal, which is that's so many people. I'm sorry, I know I keep saying that, but that's a lot of people. So thank you all for tuning in. Let's get right on into it. So the first thing you're gonna need is this blaster piece. This is gonna be the body here. And so we are going to take this piece. It's got studs on the side, on the front, on the other side, and those studs are going to be covered by one of these little round plate pieces on each of those three sides. So one on the side, one on the middle, and one on the top. And it's nice because these come in a bunch of different colors. I think all of the mata colors except, reddish brown instead of old brown, but it's similar. But yeah, so that's going to actually give you your body there for the most part. We're going to come back to it here in a minute. For the legs, we're going to use one of these modified plate pieces. It's got the little studs on both sides here. And we're just going to take an angle 1 connector for the leg here, and we're going to attach that to both sides. So just like that. Yep. And it's nice too because that is just a stud connection, so you can actually move those as well. I am going to be using a bootleg piece to attach the feet. You don't have to. It's a too long bar. Lego also makes a too long bar with a little stopper in the middle that works here as well, or you can just use a too long axle. And all of that is good stuff. But yep, gonna attach those to the little feet or legs there, and then use Borak eyes in red as feet. Very simple. It has a large surface area, so it's very easy to stand the model up. And that stud right here is going to connect to the open stud on the back of the blaster, just like this. So fairly simple little build there. Now we're going to take our little macaroni noodles. If you don't have these, go buy a box of macaroni. And I'm joking, of course, and connect it to the stud on the side here. That's one really nice thing about this piece, is that it actually has a stud connection and an axle connection, which is really rare for Technic pieces in general. I think on Studio, though, it's considered a round brick, which is interesting. Exoforce hand at the end of those little wrists there. You could cap off the wrist, too, with like a hollow stud if you want to add some more color. There, you have that option. But yep, just doing that on both sides. And if you want to reflect the character's red hands, I think these do come in red, so you can use those as well. Voodoo ball for the front, that is also going to pop onto a stud. Yet another piece that can do that. A hollow stud on the top of the body. This is just going to help reinforce the neck connection. And of all things, a 12-tooth gear to go on the little thing on the back, the little handle on the back. It's super cute. So when you want to attach the head, you can use basically any length of bar. You could use another one of those 2-length bars. I don't own any, so I'm going to use a 3-length bar here. I do have another bootleg piece that allows you to actually rotate the head, which I'll show off here in just a moment. But yeah, you're just going to attach the bar inside of there, and that's how the head will be attached. Go ahead and bring the mask on there as well. And lastly, the fire sword. And I'll show you a few little bootleg things that you could do with this if you want to. So the fire sword just attaches to the hand as you would expect, and that is your little Chibi Tahu. Very, very easy to make. I think it's possible to make at least one of the other characters. You probably have to get a little bit kind of creative when it comes to the weapons on them, because I know that, Lego doesn't make that many green axe minifigure weapons, that kind of stuff. I wish they'd do that, honestly. As cool as it is to see them putting stickers and stuff in newer sets that are reminiscent of Bionicle, it'd be really nice if they every once in a while threw in a little axe here or there or something just reminiscent. You could have a Halloween set and have a character dressed up as a Bionicle. That would be cool. Anyway. So the bootleg I was talking about for the neck specifically is this little piece right here. I'm actually going to make a video about this piece because of how much of a game changer it is, but it is literally a mixel or toe ball socket with an axle, and that can just connect to the back of the head via the axle, and then use the bar connection on this mixel socket here to connect to the body. And that gives you not just a regular Tahu, but then Tahu can become judgmental and he can look up at you, or I guess look down at you, you know. Also, another bootleg piece that I found, I don't remember where I got this. I think I got it at like a bulk Lego store. I've never seen this before, but apparently it comes from like a brand called like Max or something. But it is a Lego, you know, brick bootleg brand. But for some reason they use their own flame designs, and that's a really cool looking flame. It's really wicked. Obviously a single color there in the trans orange. It's a good match for Lego's trans orange as well. I don't think it's fluorescent, so it's kind of like their normal trans orange. And in terms of the dimensions, it's actually the same dimensions, although proportioned differently, as the flame piece from Lego. The last thing I want to go ahead and mention is you guys have been just killing it on this channel lately. We not only got the 708 subscribers for the month so far, for the 28-day period, right? We're trying to hit technically 741 subscribers by December 12th, because that would be a full 30 or 31 days. I don't know how that works out, but essentially the 12th is when the channel started growing, and we started out that month, that time period, at 741 subscribers. So we will have literally doubled our subscriber count in that amount of time, which is insane. On top of that, I'm not going to talk about like watch hours and stuff, but I will probably make an analytics video if you guys want to see that. I put out a video a couple of days ago that was unrelated to the channel, obviously, and I hinted at doing something like this, but I didn't have any specific idea in mind. But I like to talk about other things. Holy all right, sorry. Anyway, and so I put out a video about the Illuminati stuff, but it wasn't about her situation so much as it was about my take on that situation, right? Because I didn't want to focus on the drama of it, and I didn't want to focus on, you know, a debunk. There are so many more talented people than I am that have already thoroughly, you know, been through this all, right? And I don't want to just retread any of that stuff, because so many people have done such a good job. So many people have devoted so much of their time looking into this situation that I couldn't even possibly do if I wanted to. Not downgrading myself by any means. I just mean I literally don't even have the time. But I'm not someone who's like done this type of research in my life. I haven't specifically had a reason to. I'm not that's not really how my brain works anyway. And so it's not something I'm well versed at. But yeah, so I just put out the video kind of talking about it from my perspective, and also about, you know, people that I have known in my life that have been kind of like this. Not naming names, of course. I always like to be anonymous on the channel. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, anyway. And so that video kind of took off yesterday. Not like it got the most views of any video ever I put out by any means. But like, you know, it just started going up all of a sudden. And I was doing the 1400 subscriber video when that happened, and I think it passed 100 views just in the time that I did that video, which is, that's really fast for a video of mine specifically. And for it to now be well over 2,000, or not well over, but over 2,000, is honestly crazy. Because the other thing too is, again, this is not a video that I put like a bunch of research in or anything like that. It was just me kind of turning on a camera, had a few things I wanted to talk about, wanted to address, and just talking about it, you know. So it's obviously very different content from what I do on the channel. I didn't expect it to get this many views because of how different it is. And yeah, so for it to sit at, you know, 2,000 views, like some other videos that I've put out that are about what I enjoy on this channel, that stuff's crazy, you know? So thank you, by the way, again, if you're watching this, not just people that have viewed it and watched it, but also like subscribed from it as well. It's so crazy. I've got like the longest hair just poking me in the eye. But yeah, so it's so crazy because, again, I didn't expect anything to come from this. Oftentimes when I put out videos like that, I shouldn't say like that, that's my first one, but when I put out videos that aren't about like the bionicle stuff on the channel, I don't expect them to get views when I put them out, and I'm okay with that. I put them out because sometimes I need assistance. I need help with a question I have, or I, you know, just want to share information with you guys. We passed 1,400. I want to talk about it. If I've got analytics information I can give you guys, I can be transparent about. I want to talk about the stuff. I don't expect that kind of content to be engaging and people to tune in, but they did, and that was the craziest part about all of this. So thank you again. But that's pretty much it for this one, guys. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe as always. And of course, you can check out my links for Discord and Instagram in the description below. And you can check out that video too. It's called Illuminati's Castle of Sand, which I thought I did a pretty good job with. And any sort of credit to the people within the situation and to the people who did like their due diligence, did a bunch of research. That stuff is in the description for that video. Also, I did create the thumbnail because someone asked me who made the thumbnail, though I also used some assets for the actual character from other fan artists, and I credit them in the description as well, because I want you guys to like check their stuff out. I don't know like their relation to Illuminati or anything like that, but obviously there were a lot of people that respected her back a couple of years ago that don't anymore. And yeah, she had a lot of people putting out fan art, as you know, YouTubers tend to do. So yep, that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.